Hey guys, I'm Emily.
And I'm Amber.
And we're consigners and volunteers at Nearly New Fish. And we'd like to go over with you the basic essentials on how to get started being a new consigner.
Okay, first thing you need to know is what do I need to start consigning? So I'm going to go over the basic supplies that you need for your sale. First thing and most basic thing you need is a clothes hanger. Little clothes hanger.
Any size.
Baby clothes hangers. Okay? Yeah. So clothes hangers are going to be your best friend. That's what you need first of all. Second of all, packing tape. Clear packing tape. Doesn't matter what brand. Plastic bags. These are used for lots and lots of things we'll talk about. Zip ties. Very odd for consignment.
Any size.
Safety pins.
All sizes.
Big ones, little ones, all stuff. So safety pins, zip ties, tape, Ziploc bags, clothes hangers, and most important, cardstock. White cardstock, if at all possible. Thick, nice, heavy cardstock.
Those are what your tags are going to be printed on. So once you sign up for the sale, pay your $15, choose the sale that you're participating in, then you'll go ahead and hit add your items. Those items are going to be very important to sort first. So if you have multiple clothing items, multiple toy items, go ahead and sort those by size first. Sort the shoes first. That will be easier for you to enter them into the system one at a time.
Yep. So when you are doing your tags, the first thing you want to do that you need to know is to be specific. So when you go on the website and you're adding items, there's going to be different labels. First thing is going to be category. So your category is going to be shoes or boy clothing or girl clothing. Make sure you're very specific as to what category it fits in. The second line is going to be the most important, which is the brand. If it has a brand, some clothes don't have a brand, but the brand or the most specific description that you can use. So maybe like
color,
Old Navy, khaki shorts, or the children's plays, red football t-shirt. Use the most specific details that you can have. Also, another important piece is your price. You want to price these to sell. The way I look at it is I'm going to price my items the way I want to sell them. But most of the time, the items we see that don't sell is typically because of the price. So you want to make sure your price is right. Also, there's a box at the bottom that says discount or donate. Discount means it's half off on the half price day.
If the box is checked when you're entering the item, that means your item will go half price on Sunday.
Yep, so half price. And then there's a donate box. You could do that. The way we like to look at it is if you want to donate it, that's great. But mark that discount box too, because if you discount it, even though you might want to donate it, you can still sell it for half price. So you're still going to make some money even if you discount it. So that's totally your choice.
Having descriptive tags is very important because if your tag falls off that item, any item, toys, clothing, shoes, we need to be able to locate that item and return the tag back to it. The sooner we can locate that tag, the sooner your item will go back on the sales floor and have a chance to sell.
Yeah, so tagging is really one of the best ways to sell your items, is being that specific, because then the person can even look at it and say, oh, this is a size 3, or this is an Old Navy, or this is whatever, khaki shorts they're looking for. So very specific, and your pricing. Your pricing.
The next thing is how to hang your items on a hanger. You want to make sure that your hanger is shaped like a question mark. Okay?
Yeah, so when you're looking at it, you want to look at it like you're looking at a question mark. Yep. Yep.
That's how every single item needs to be hung.
So when you're hanging your items, you want to have it like a question mark, and you want to put the tag on the left side of the piece of clothing. Items are hung on a rack, and people are flipping on this side. So you want to make sure that they're hung securely with your safety pins on your item on the left side of the clothes. And this way the buyer can see it the most clearly and the most easily. And also for checkout, it's also really, really helpful.
You also want to make sure where you're securing the safety pin is in a place that's not going to cause a hole or damage the item. So make sure it's on a seam, it's on a tag, it's underneath an arm. We have some examples here for you. So here's a t-shirt. This one is tagged in the middle because this is the safest place on the tag for this shirt not to cause a hole or a rip with our safety pin.
So yeah, placement of the tag is going to be very, very important. And also the way you hang your items is also going to be very important. One thing is for pants. A lot of times people will hang them down here on the bottom bar. Make sure you safely secure these at the top. This way they don't fall.
Show them the back.
If you turn them, then they don't fall. So really the way that you place them is going to be very important, and also will sell your items a lot quicker if people can stop and look at it and see exactly what they're buying.
All right, so when you, after you're finished tagging all of your items, you want to make sure that they stay in size order or grouped together in category. So when you go to drop off, that your items are easier to place on the floor. We have an example of some clothes that are already tagged and how we would assort them by rubber banding it together by size. That way when we drop it off at the consignment sale, we're able to get it to the correct location quickly and more efficiently. There's different ways to do this, and everyone can find their own rhythm. This is just the preferred method for myself, is a rubber band around a group of same size clothing.
It makes it more efficient for taking it out of your car. It makes it more efficient for putting it on the rack. That way you just grab one set of clothes. Oh, these are boy size 2. And go put them in the size 2 boys area. You find what works best for you. And we also do have carts when you're dropping off, and you can kind of sort your stuff on there as well if that's easier for you. But this is one of the best ways to keep it all together for sorting purposes, because you definitely want to have everything sorted by category. Your shoes, your toys, your books, your clothing. You want everything sorted together as much as possible. So now we're going to show you a couple of different ways to sort other items. Okay, for shoes, here's where your zip ties come into play. For shoes that have laces, you put your zip tie at one of the top lace slots. That way it holds them together. No matter what I do, these things are going to stay together. And then you can put your tag on them either on the zip tie itself, or something I do is I'll sometimes safety pin it to the actual shoe itself. But just make sure it's very, very secure. So with your shoes, do it this way. But also there's times
where shoes don't have holes for you to put the zip ties through. And using a plastic bag is acceptable. Make sure it's a clear bag so everyone can see it. And make sure that your tag is safely attached on with the packing tape and completely sealed shut. We don't want your items being separated because they won't sell if they've been separated. We also have a few toys we can show you how to tag.
So there's plush items, some of your plush items. A lot of times you just find a nice soft area and you can just stick your safety pin on there. You just stick your safety pin somewhere safe where it's not going to be pulled off, because kids are going to be touching these items while they're in the toy section, because that's where they're going to go. So make sure that it's very, very secure. There's some other items that are not quite as soft as a plushie, such as this little guy. And basically what we did is we just wrapped a zip tie all the way around him and then attached the tag. So the tag is made of this really hefty, hardy cardstock, and so it's not going to come off really, really easily. And then it's attached to a little guy here, and we're going to get him sold.
If you have any Legos or loose items, please try to include them in a baggie, fully taped up and sealed with your tag attached, or in a plastic container, fully taped up with your tag attached. Some way to make sure that those items stay together and sell as one unit, if that's what you choose to do.
Yeah, and here's a great example of that. This is just a kind of a grab bag full of things. We have a lot of bags of cars and Legos and assorted figures. And so this is a great example. You see at the top, we have it very, very tightly sealed closed, because sometimes people may try to open them. So keep it really, really tight. And then you'll also just attach your item tag right there. And then you just keep everything together, because we don't want any lost parts. We want all of your pieces to stay together.
You also can sell your books at the consignment sale. Make sure they are children appropriate and season appropriate. Some people just would like to sell books in bundles, which makes it a great deal for buyers. You want to make sure that you put those inside plastic Ziploc baggies as well, fully taped and shut with your tags attached on the outside, okay, with, again, packing tape. Or you can sell your books individually and just use regular tape on those.
Trying to think.
I think that's it.
So really the most important part is think of your supplies, what you're going to need. Your clothes hangers, your tape, your cardstock, your safety pins, your packing tape, I think I said, zip ties.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you're going to get that. Then you're going to sort your items by size, by category, print your tags,
Enter and print
on your
tags.
cardstock,
Mm-hmm.
and then get your stuff sorted, and then
Bring it to the sale. We
you're
can't wait
set
to
to
see
go.
you guys.
See you guys soon.
Bye.